Welcome to Music Alive North Shore, your in-home live concert cable TV show. I'm your host, Paul Norman. For those of you who have seen the show before, you know we bring some of Boston's best rock and roll groups into your home for a live concert cable TV experience. Today, we're going to feature Dred Buffalo. Their music combines a retro groove, gritty, and modern rock sound with a touch of psychedelia. Without further ado, here is Dred Buffalo.
What's up, world? We are Dred Buffalo.
This is Paul Norman, and I'm happy to be on the set with Dred Buffalo. We want to tell you a little bit about the song we just heard, which is Real. It's their most recent single, great video. Tell us a little bit about that video and what makes it unique.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks so much for having us. We're really happy to be here. I'm happy to be playing. And Real is our most recent release. The music video that we filmed for it is pretty near and dear to our hearts because we got to film it at this venue called Askew. It recently closed down, which is a bummer. We love local venues. We don't like when they close down. But what we got to do with the music video for Real was we got to film in Askew in Providence, Rhode Island, and we also got like a lot of our friends and like local bands that we had played with in the scene, and even like our favorite bartender, Jackie, shout out. And it was a lot of fun. It was a great experience, and it was, for us right now, it's probably like one of our favorite songs that we have out.
Well, the melody is really, it's something that, I think you're going to fall in love with that song as soon as you hear it. The video is really cool. It's a bar scene, it's the pool table, it's everything that you think about when you think about what was a great night that I spent out and at the bar. Yeah. So I think that everyone's going to enjoy that video a lot. And speaking of new music, Dred Buffalo is getting ready to go down to Nashville to record a new EP.
Yeah.
It's really exciting news. We're going to hear a little bit more about that. But right now, play a couple of songs for us that are going to be on the new EP. We'd love to hear them.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The rules is hard
I hope you love those songs as much as I did. Those are all new compositions from Dred Buffalo. And believe it or not, at the end of this week, they're going to Nashville. And they're going to be recording a new CD with a Grammy Award-winning producer. Alerisa, tell us a little bit about that experience, what you're looking forward to, and what you hope to accomplish with this new EP.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, we really love our producer, Roger, who you just mentioned. He works with Belltone Recording. He's an incredible influence, mentor, producer, friend at this point. We've been very fortunate to have spent like the last few years kind of working with him, and he really is such a hands-on producer, which is like such a unique experience for us, because a lot of the times we've kind of just like shown up, played our thing, done our thing, it got mixed, it got released, and that's all great and good. But I think Roger is a really unique producer because he spends a lot of time with us making sure that all the fat is trimmed, all the words are exactly the way they're supposed to be. And in general, we're just like really excited to go back down to Nashville. I mean, this is all we want to do with our lives. So when we get to spend an entire week from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. working on music, writing music, we're super happy. Like, we're just
So how'd
happy
you meet
to be
Roger?
there. So what we did was we looked at some modern influences of ours that were like important to us. And you want to?
Yeah, I mean, our manager and I were looking at a few bands. I like Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown and Larkin Poe, and Roger has worked with them. So we were kind of just, simplistic, like, oh, like, why don't we just contact him? Why not? And then we had a couple phone conversations with him. He was interested, and then he came up and saw one of our shows in Worcester at the Palladium.
Oh, wow.
And then we worked with him for a weekend, and then it's been good ever since. So, yeah.
Well, bringing him to a show at the Palladium, that must have been impressive.
Yeah, that was the point.
Yeah, we were trying to blow his socks off, and he liked us, which was great. It was really funny. He had a lot of notes, but he really liked us, and it was validating and exciting. And yeah, now we've just been working with him for the last couple of years.
So, is there anything unique about the new songs that you're putting out on the EP, or is it just your latest songs?
I'd say the things that are unique about the songs is that they're kind of more honed to like what we want to do. Like, I feel like Real and Say So, the singles that we have out, those were like finding our sound, and like this EP is kind of like, this is us. Like, this is what we're here to sound like and here to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have some albums out already. This is going to be what you really want people to know about, but tell us why they should go see you live.
Yeah, I mean, our live sound is who we are at our core. Like, when we put stuff out on Spotify and when we put stuff out in the digital world, like, all that stuff is great, but that's going to be the exact same thing you hear every single time. If you play that song, you play that album again, you're going to hear it. It's going to be exactly the same, but our live sound and our live performances they're different every single time, and sometimes we'll change stuff up about songs that we've been playing over and over for however long, because like even we are like bored of certain things and we want to change it up, and we want to add an a cappella section or a drum solo or put a harmony here that doesn't normally exist, or like a stop. And for us, we're all about the live performance. We genuinely pride ourselves on putting on a massive performance that gets people dancing, gets them super excited, because that's what we're here for. We love to put out our music. We love to have it out in a digital space, but our live performances is our bread and butter, and that's like who we are. So if you really want to see us and you want to understand who Dred Buffalo is, you have to come and see us. Live.
Okay, that's great. Well, let's hear another couple of songs that you have on your set.
I'm dressed and depressed, want you to be obsessed. nothing is gonna save me. And my heart is singing, chase me, chase me, chase me. And my heart is singing, chase me, chase me, chase me. Don't think that I'm possessed, 'cause I'm not gonna rest until I have you where I want you. Don't think that I'm possessed, 'cause I'm not gonna rest until you're mine. So I need you to chase me, chase me, chase me. So I need you to chase me, chase me, you keep making all these wishes, you keep breaking all your vows, but the dead is gonna swallow you and you'll smile while you drown. And the rich keep getting richer, they're leaving for the stars. They're burning everything on earth and now they're trying to fill us bars. You got what you want, you got a new disease. You got what you want, yes you did, you got what you want. You got a new disease. You got what you want, 'cause you dropped the faith. And what about the feelings? Getting stranger all the time. Keep burning for the attention of the man who's lost his mind. And what about your people, the ones who leave the call? Made up a song without any words. We can't stand that tune at all. We can't stand that tune at all. We can't stand that tune at all. You got what you want, you got a new disease. You got what you want, yes you did, you got what you want. You got a new disease. You got what you want, 'cause you dropped the name. All the same to me. It's all the same, you say. Run it down, run it down. It's all the same, you say. You got what you want, you got a new disease. You got what you want, 'cause you trust the name. You got what you want, you got a new disease. You got what you want, 'cause you trust the name.
I thought it would be interesting if the band talked a little bit about their history, how they were formed. Alerisa, do you want to tell us a little bit about the band?
Yeah, absolutely. With the band, we kind of started out a handful of years ago. I had a bunch of solo music that I really wanted to put together, and I started working with a bassist who then introduced me to Chase. And Chase and I have been working together for probably the last 6 years-ish. And we've been kind of rotating between different groups, but we've always kind of circled back to each other because we have a really good flow. And then recently we got to add these two lovely gentlemen. This is Alex and Dante. They're our esteemed rhythm section. And yeah, we now for the last since the end of last year, we've just been kind of pushing, grinding, making music happen. We have a lot of stuff that we've been putting out online. We have some shows coming up. And also our name, we got our name a little while ago because a friend of ours one day came up to me after a show that we had played, and we were under a different name at the time, but he came up to me and he said, "Can I tell you about a dream that I've had?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." And he says to me, "So I'm running through a cavern, Indiana Jones style, being chased by a boulder, but instead of a boulder, it's like a witch doctor. And then he ends up in a massive cavern, and the witch doctor ends up in front of him, blows dust in his face, and then he looks up into the sky of the cavern, and he says to me, in neon lights, Dred Buffalo." And he wakes up with a start and in a cold sweat. And he says that he was cursed by the curse of the Dred Buffalo. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the band name. Awesome, cool. So yeah, that's a little bit of our history, a little bit of where the name came from.
So did you find that once you changed the name, everything just became much more magical and mysterious and mystical?
Absolutely.
I figured it had to be.
Absolutely, because that really solidified us as who we were and are, and we've stuck with it ever since. And it just feels like a powerful name for us.
That's awesome.
Whoa, whoa, lucky girl, you, magic moving through you. Whoa, whoa, lucky girl, you, they'll try to seduce you. The paper ball on my last lap, running my circles round you. so. Say so. Try to throw it away, but every word that you say will haunt you. Try to throw it away, but every word that you say will haunt you. Yeah, you had a way, but I got away. So you say so. So you say so. You can't forget. Come on, honey, I know you're there. Got no respect. Come on, honey, I'm my own damn man. Can't control me now with you. I never looked I'll follow your dead weight. I'm finally feeling free. I'm picked up off my knees, so I say so. But as a forest fire, it's burning in my chest. You never find it best, so I say so. Try to throw it away, but every word that you say will haunt you. Try to throw it away, but every word that you say will haunt you. Yeah, you got away, but I got away. Yeah, you had away, but I got away. So you say so. So you say so.
As you can tell, Dred Buffalo has a very unique sound, interesting lyrics, and I want to find out, how'd you come up with such great songs? Chase, can you tell us a little bit about the process of composing these songs and bringing together what we enjoy, what we're hearing today?
Yeah. So as far as like making the songs go, as far as composition and like musical things, like I'll usually write the music at home or just anywhere. Maybe sometimes we even come up with it at practice, just depends. But I usually do most of the musical composition and she does the lyrics. And then we collaborate from there and like fine tune the songs as it goes. But for the most part, that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the bands that have and the artists that have influenced you as you've and sort of we can hear coming through the melodies that you create.
Yeah. So I mean, when I got hit by the music bug, it was Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Jimi Hendrix, all those like classic 70s sounds, and I have some modern influences too. But it's mostly in that category of like the 70s bands, like doing all the rock and roll and big riffs and all that stuff. So and then
for my influences, I mean, I really resonate with Chase because this is the reason why we work together. Like, I really love Janis Joplin. I love the way she sings and the way she just is alive on stage. And I love the Doors and I love the poetry. But then I also have modern influences. Like, I love Cage the Elephant and I really love Paramore. And I think there's like parts of those bands that also come through for me in terms of just like how hard I want to rock out and just how I feel about certain topics to sing about.
And from the lyrics point of view, do you find that the lyrics are sort of expressions of things that you've experienced in your life or things that you wish the world would be? Tell us a little bit about your lyrics.
I mean, honestly, like, I think those are two good points. I think it's a little bit of both and a bunch of other things too. Like, you know, I'll talk about heartbreak and I'll talk about love, but then I'll also talk about the state of the world and how I want it to be, like you mentioned. But then we also make up stuff, you know, like sometimes we just want to write about something that seems fascinating or a story that seems engaging. And then every once in a while, Chase will come with all of the lyrics. And then every once in a while, I'll come with a whole song that he then chaseifies. So, you know, we want to hit everything because, I mean, a big part of the human experience is it's so vast, it's so layered, like it's a multifaceted diamond, and like to be able to touch on a lot of different points, I feel like is authentic, but I also feel like it's just what I want to do specifically because I can only write about the same thing for so long, and I've only had so many personal experiences, but to be able to either pull from stories that I've heard or people around me, like that's an inspiration as well.
Okay, great. Well, let's hear some more music.
They say you can pray for fortune and fame. Raise my voice to the heavens, started to sing around the sun for a year or two. When I gave my breath for all of you, let it rock, let it roll, let it shine, let it soar. Said I blinked my fingers and I said the words. Blood runs fast when you got to the note. Turn down, alright. Down.
I'm sure you all enjoyed this concert by Dred Buffalo as much as I did. And like we said, their live shows are something you don't want to miss. Dante, tell us a little bit about how the fans can find out where you're playing and what's coming up.
Well, first and foremost, if you want to check out all the information on the band, social media links, live video, music venues, and basic information on the band, you can visit our website at dredbuffalo.com. We have a lot of awesome shows coming up. We have a very special show. It resonates with me very well because I'm from Beverly. We're playing Block Party Beverly on July 26th.
Perfect. Yes.
We also have a boat cruise show in Portsmouth, New Hampshire coming up. And we have a lot of outdoor venues, including Laconia Bike Week, which is at High Octane Saloon.
Ah, nice. Great. Okay. And don't forget that this band is going down to Nashville, and if you want to help them, there's a GoFundMe.
Yes, GoFundMe.
Yes.
At the website.
Yes, you can find it on our social media and our website.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, super.
Thank you.
And I just want to mention that this has been a lot of fun, a great show, and we're going to continue to bring live music concerts to you on Music Alive North Shore. We're looking forward to a lot of new shows coming up this year, and I think it's really important for all of you to know that these bands bring so much joy to our lives, but they're only able to play if you come out to their live performances, to their live, and support the live venues. So get out and enjoy live music and support these great bands. Thank you.